The new Tesla Model Y refresh, Juniper, it's, well, finally here. I mean, Elon Musk said it wouldn't be coming until next year. Considering the fact that it's already driving around on American roads, I'd say that's probably not true. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. It's true. Tesla sales in some places have risen, like Canada, for example. But in the United States, they have definitely gone down a little in the first 6 months of this year. Now, obviously, Tesla's going, well, hang on a minute. What are we going to do? We need a new vehicle out. We need a new model. We know everyone's waiting for the new version of the Model Y Juniper. Clearly, a lot. I mean, a boatload of people are clearly waiting for this refresh. I mean, why wouldn't you be? You've seen the reviews for the Tesla Model 3 refresh, right? It's a far better car. It's winning nearly every review I've ever read. I've seen comparison test, Model 3 best car, Model 3 best car you can buy, Model 3 Junior, Model 3 Highland best car you can buy. Yes, it is called the Highland. It's written on the chassis. Model 3 Highland is, all those new updates, those new features will go to this new Model Y Juniper. So what else do we know about this car? Well, for one, apparently it will have the new CATL Shenzhen battery. That will not be for American versions of this car. That will be for the Chinese-made versions and the Germany-made versions. However, of course, there are some advantages to Tesla's Panasonic batteries in terms of peak power output for those batteries in comparison. So those US-made Model Ys, or for example, the US-made Model Y Performance will be a bit faster. The new version, it will be a bit faster than the Shanghai-made and the German-made versions of the Model Y. So that's the Model Y Ludicrous and the Model Y Performance. That vehicle will probably come after the standard range. Standard range will be first, then the mid and the long range those models will be first. Performance will have to wait. Now the Juniper facelift, we've been talking about this constantly. Apparently the launch is delayed till the start of 2025. I don't believe that's true. And I've been thinking this, I've been wanting to make a video about this, guys. Been thinking to myself I don't believe Elon Musk is telling us truth here. Now, I don't think Elon Musk is necessarily lying, but I think he's kind of like maybe stretching the truth is a nice way to say it. Because, I mean, if you look at Model Y sales in, for example, Germany, they have gone down significantly this year. And the reason is this is it's really perceived as being kind of an old model now. Everyone knows there's a new version coming. I think it'll come in about 4 months' time. That is my prediction, guys. But let me know, do you agree with that? Let me know in the comments. Reddit user Jack, I'm just going to call him Jack, spotted this Tesla Model Y driving in California. As you can see, it's in camouflage because clearly this is the updated version. Unfortunately, we can't see under the covers, but I think it's pretty damn obvious what is going on with this car. You can see the shape of the front. You can see it looks a little different. It looks like basically it looks like the Model 3 Highland change. Model Y and Model 3 built on pretty much the same platform, and they have previously had the same design language, but clearly right now we're waiting for the Model Y to get those changes from the new Model 3, which, like I said, are massive. There's huge changes. More than 50% of the car, I believe about 60% of the car has been changed for the new Model 3. The same thing will happen with the Y, possibly even more changes. What do those include? Well, controversial here, guys. Will Tesla leave the stalks? Will they change to the Model 3's button steering on the steering wheel for the indicators? That's been controversial. I personally like that. I like that feature. That's on Ferraris. So, I mean, guys, I've got to admit, this also, I believe, some Lamborghinis with that feature as well. For some reason, it's fine for them to have it, but not for Tesla. So, some people like it, some people don't. Some people hate it. It will be interesting to see if Tesla actually follows through with that. They may not. They may actually stick with a traditional stalk. Other changes on the Model 3, other than the gear selector being relocated to the touchscreen, that's controversial as well. Refinements, right? Driving range, electric motors. Speaking of electric motors, there's apparently a new Cybertruck electric motor. Ultrasonic parking sensors were removed, and they were changed to use cameras only. There's no photos of the Model Y's cabin, but we do know the Chinese version of the Model Y, the existing version, has some of the upgrades already that the new Model 3 has, like the interior ambient lighting, changes to the design of the cabin, of the overall look of it. I should point out though, guys, Elon Musk did say we won't see Juniper until 2025, but that could be to try and influence people to buy a Model Y now and not wait for the new version? His clarification, or his claims I should say, came after reports from China where the Australian delivered Model Y and Model 3 are produced, said journalists had been told not to expect a facelift during 2024. But suppliers are saying this isn't true. Suppliers in China they have admitted to media that they've been told by Tesla that they need to supply the parts now, as in immediately, in China. So Tesla has told their suppliers, we need all these new changes to these Model Y new parts that are going in the Model 3. We need more stock so that they can go in the Model Y. Suppliers are saying, well, we've been told that we're supplying all those parts now. Why would they wait until next year? It's possible Tesla's just stockpiling all these parts. I don't think that's likely though. Anyhow, all Model Ys will get these changes. So that's the German version of the Model Y, the German factory. The Chinese version, so that goes to all these different countries, wherever you get the Chinese-made Model Ys. The US version of the Model Y, all of them will get the same changes. Will it all happen at the same time? Pretty much. Tesla will align the time frame for all these new versions of the Model Y to get all of these changes. But like I said, there will be some differences, including the batteries. The Model Y in the US no longer uses lithium iron phosphate batteries from Cadel. The German-made Model Y uses BYD's blade battery. The Shanghai-made Model Y, this is a standard range, guys. The standard range in Shanghai, in China, uses Catel's lithium iron phosphate batteries, which is now pretty old technology. I'm guessing most likely that will be changed to the Shenzhen battery, which is capable of charging at 550 kilowatt. Lithium iron phosphate, by the way, has almost no battery degradation, even at minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit, and has higher energy density by around 20% versus the existing lithium iron phosphate batteries being used. Now, that is the most commonly sold Model Y worldwide. That's the biggest sales numbers are from the Chinese-made Model Y. So therefore, that standard range model hopefully will have those changes, that Shenzhen battery. There's been rumors about that for a long time now. I believe that now will go into the new version of the Model Y made in China. But what about the German-made version of the Model Y? Well, interesting. BYD Blade Battery version 2. That could go into the new Model Y being made in Germany. That new Blade Battery version 2 has 24% higher energy density than the existing Blade Battery. Massive upgrade here. Will Tesla want that new version? Hell yeah, they'll want it. Will customers want that version? Of course they will. I'm assuming it will get it. Now, what about the standard range of the Model Y in the United States? What battery does that use? Well, obviously it uses Panasonic cells right now. 2170s, not 4680s as it used to. That said, Tesla may change to using 4680 cells. Panasonic are working on building those cells, manufacturing those cells. So are LG Chem this year. They could be aligning the launch of the new Model Y in America with Panasonic and LG now producing 4680 cells. That would improve the power output and the energy density, therefore likely an improvement in range for the new Model Y in America, for the standard range. Keep in mind as well that charging speeds should be improving. They should be going up. If you look at the competition in China, I don't think Tesla has a choice. I don't think 170 kilowatt fast charging for the standard range Model Y is fast enough to compete with the competition in China. It's really not. The truth is that the architecture, they may need to see some changes for that to happen. But realistically, can Tesla improve the charging speeds if they want to? Of course they can. Is there going to be a differentiation between the different models in terms of which batteries they use? Well, yes, there is, but I'll have all that information in a new video, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.